We're going to speak about the Sedra of Bereshit. We are, with great joy, beginning the reading of the Torah, again from Bereshit to V'zot HaBracha. May we all be healthy during this year and successfully read the whole of the Torah and learn its content. In the beginning of the creation of the world, we talked that God created Adam and Eve, and then we are told that they had limitations. They were placed upon Adam and Eve. They weren't allowed to eat a certain tree. They were in the Garden of Eden, and they transgressed this obligation, this restriction. And God decides to speak to Adam about this. Why did he wrong? Why did he do wrong? He could have had anything, but he mustn't have eaten from the etz, from this special tree. And then we read in the verse, it says, Vayikra Hashem Elokim el Adam. God calls man, Vayomelo, and he says to him, Ayeka, where are you? And Rashi, the prince of commentators of the Torah, says, quotes, God knew where he was. I mean, it can't be that God didn't know where Adam was. I'll read you the words of Rashi. Yodea haya eichanu. He knew where Adam was. Ela likanes imo bedvarim shelo yeh nifal lashiv im yanishehu pitom. God didn't want to embarrass Adam. He didn't want to shock him. He didn't want to put him into the corner. Adam realized he'd done something wrong, and he was expecting immediately to be punished. God cooled him down. He didn't want to put him off and embarrass him. He started speaking to him. He should relax, and then he could tell him what he did wrong. And then the Rashi says that's not the only time we read that God doesn't embarrass a person who disobeys him. B'chein b'Cain, when Cain and Abel, and Cain killed Abel, Cain killed Hevel. God knows what happened, knew what happens. But it says, Ayeh Hevel echicha. God calls Cain and says, where is your brother? In order not to embarrass him. Cain killed his brother, but God didn't want to embarrass him. Bilam was told not to go with the messengers of the king Barak, but he does, and God stops him in the way, and he says, Mi ha'anashim ha'ela? Who are these people? Again, God starts a conversation, doesn't immediately accuse. Why? Not to embarrass. And this is a wonderful lesson that we read at the beginning of the Torah. Never, ever embarrass another person. You can say the same thing, you can teach him and correct him, but if it's not necessary to embarrass him, don't do so. That's what God taught us. He didn't embarrass Adam, Arishon, he didn't embarrass Cain, and he didn't embarrass Bilam. Although they had wronged God and they disobeyed. It's so important to know and to be careful, not to embarrass when it's not necessary anyone.
Moment of Wisdom. Sub-brief and life-changing moments. Join us. Subscribe to Moment of Wisdom channels on YouTube, Telegram, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp.